Boys, welcome back to another video, and today we are going to be carrying on our little squad battles tip series, and in today's video we are going to explain how to win on ultimate difficulty. But just before I get into that, if you're interested in seeing top 200 squad battle rewards every single week of the year and more squad battles tips videos, then make sure you go down, you smack a like on the video, you hit that subscribe button and you hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload. I don't mean that hyperbole, I genuinely mean that I post top 200 every single week of the year. The subscribers know that. Sometimes we even get first place. So if you're interested in seeing them rewards, like I say, make sure you subbed and all that good stuff. Now, back onto the topic of the video. If you want to know how to beat Ultimate, in my mind, it's very important that you understand how Ultimate works, or at least how Ultimate has always worked until maybe this FIFA. So what you're looking at now is three screenshots. The top one from FIFA 20, the second one from FIFA 21, and the bottom one from FIFA 22. Now, all these screenshots are taken from games of squad battles on ultimate difficulty. And as you can see, next to Lautaro Martinez, instead of saying his overall rating, it says ultimate. Same for Messi below him. Instead of saying his overall rating, it says ultimate. But for Benzema on FIFA 22, again, all screenshots taken on ultimate, it says his overall rating. Now, the reason Martinez and Messi say ultimate instead of whatever rating the card actually was is because when you play on ultimate, at least historically, if the players have full chem, then every single stat on the player's card gets boosted to 99 rating. This is why when you've played bronze teams on old FIFAs before, like some bronze centre-back has been able to outpace your striker, take the ball off him, ping a ball up the pitch, and then some bronze striker has hammered home some world-class goal. The reason that they've been able to do that is because they've had 99 every stat, and the proof of that is here, because if that wasn't the case, then why would it not just say their rating? The reason it says ultimate is because on ultimate they have a dynamic rating, and depending on the player's chemistry, the rating can be different. However, with FIFA 22, that doesn't seem to be the case. I made a video a little while back, it was right when the game first came out, well, when EA Access first came out, and I said that ultimate is easier than legendary, and I believe that. I think they've changed it now, but I did believe that. But still, if you go and look in the menus, you can do this yourself. It's just on the pause menu and player performance. When you check ultimate, it doesn't say that their rating is ultimate. So I've got a feeling this year ultimate is easier than it has ever been, and the players don't actually get boosted to 99 everything. But it is important to mention that this is just a theory. I've had players like Bruno Fernandes outpacing players that should have 99 everything, so I don't believe it to be true. But this could just be a visual glitch. Maybe EA, missed it, and it should say ultimate when it doesn't. So maybe this will be patched. Maybe EA will update it, and when you check, it might say ultimate. But at the time of recording, if you go and check the player performance menus on ultimate, it will say their overall instead of ultimate, which leads me to believe, just due to that and my experiences playing the game, that they don't get the boost to 99 everything on full chemistry like they used to. Okay, so on to the actual squad battles tips. Now, the first thing, I've got to get this one out of the way because it is a massive piece of advice if it's an option for you. It's not going to be an option for everybody, but the truth is, if you really want to compete and try and maybe get first place or just make getting top 200 so much easier, it's going to be playing on co-op. Now, that's not always easy because you can't always find a friend that wants to sit and play 40 games of squad battles every week. But if you can, try and find someone to play with. Even if you just use the comment section of this video, ask for a partner, see if someone replies, because it's just going to make life so much easier for you doing it on co-op. Every single thing we're about to get into in this video is easier with a co-op partner. So I just want to point out that I've changed the game in the background. As you just saw, I did go into this game on Ultimate, and the reason I've changed it is because the game that I was showing was against a very bad bronze team, and we won that game 11-0, and I don't know if you would have believed it was on Ultimate just due to how easy it was. So I've actually changed the game in the background to a harder game, and I'm just going to let the game play whilst I talk to you guys and explain what works and what's not. I just wanted to make a point of that, so yeah, because I feel like some of you wouldn't have believed that was on Ultimate. Although those of you who are subscribed know I play every game on Ultimate. Okay, so obviously, you're wanting to beat Ultimate. What's the most important thing? That is obviously scoring goals. Now, how do you go about this? Because on this game, at least at the moment, this might change with patches, scoring goals is incredibly difficult. The goalkeepers save everything inside the box, it feels like, at times. So the first thing I would say, the main thing I would say, is that you want to play a formation that has got some width, because the way that me and my partner do the most of our damage, and I hope this comes across in the gameplay, is a lot of movement down the wing. We'll be down the wing a lot. What we like to do is get the ball out, so we win the ball back, say in our own half. We get the ball out to one of our fullbacks, then we play a big through ball down the wing, and due to the custom tactics that I've got set up, there's usually always one of the wingers making a run down the wing. And then once you've got the ball down to him, you've got basically two options. One, you either try and get it across the box. So you run towards the byline and you try and get some sort of pass cross goal, or you can like RB and X cross it, or just normal cross it, because heading is actually a lot better this year. And then if you shoot first time, so you try and run down the byline, get it across the box, shoot first time, that can actually lead to a lot of goals. That works quite well, at least at the time of recording. Again, things might change and it might get easier to score your goals, but at the moment, that is a good strategy. It's a way that we score a lot of our goals. And the second best way that I would say to score goals is green timed finesse shots from outside the box. Now, you won't know, I won't be the only YouTuber that's been talking about green timed finesse shots. I'm sure you've been seeing them all over the place. You're probably doing them yourself. And it's exactly the same on squad battles. They work the same. But sometimes it seems like the keepers on ultimate difficulty are even better than the goalkeepers online. So if you've been getting frustrated with keepers saving shots from miles out, get prepared to get frustrated again, because we've been using Bruno Fernandes, and the keepers a lot of the time, even if we time the shot perfectly, still gets a hand to it. So they're not the best methods of scoring right now, but I do believe that goalkeepers will get a bit of a nerf if you're watching this a little bit down the line. So hopefully scoring goals should be a bit easier. But if you're struggling, they're the best tips I've got as of now, how to score goals. And there will be some goals in this video. And I just wanted to show you boys this game ending, because a lot of the time when I post gameplay, people accuse me of not actually playing my games on Ultimate because me and my partner make it look so easy. But as you can see by the points that we are about to get, 3,302 for that game, you simply cannot get that many points without playing on Ultimate and doing well on Ultimate. So just in case there was any doubt in any of you, there's the proof. Okay, so now on to defending, and this game once again is on Ultimate against a slightly better team. Now, defending is a lot harder to show than attacking and scoring goals. Defending on squad battles basically means you do not want to do any defending at all with your fullbacks or your centre-backs. Now, that's not exactly true. Obviously, sometimes you have to defend with your fullbacks and centre-backs just due to, you know, certain circumstances. But most of the time, when you're defending, what you want to do is do all your defending with your centre mids / CDMs. Like I mentioned before, I play a 4-2-3-1. And the best part about that is not only do I get the width to help score goals, but we get two CDMs that me and my partner can control, and we can just move them around everywhere we need them to be. And again, this is difficult to show, which is why I'm just letting the game play in the background. But anytime we're doing some defending, you will see that we try our best not to do it with our centre-backs or our full-backs, because when you're playing against Ultimate, they're very clever. The second you pull someone out of position, so especially if it's a centre-back, you pull him out like you would online to try and close someone down, they will make the most of that space and they will ruin you so quickly. So again, this is difficult to show. Like right now, I'm on Kimpembe. I pulled him out and they played a ball in behind, and they so nearly got him behind. And that was because I pulled Kimpembe out. It's this rookie defending. I don't know why. Just sometimes you do it, just out of habit. But you've got to get it into your head. You do your defending with your CDMs. I can't stress it enough. But again, it is really difficult to show. So I looked through the footage of this game and I tried to find a good clip where we're defending. As you can see now, I was using Renato Sanchez. Now there's a situation here where I simply have to switch to the fullback. You could see there, my partner was pulling back Raheem Sterling to support. When you need support for someone, so like now, I'm using the fullback. Never pull a centre-back out to support the fullback. If you need support for your fullback, then pull a winger back. or pull one of the central defensive midfielders back. Again, I'm sorry, but this is so difficult to show. It's kind of just common sense. You kind of need to know, like, sometimes, of course, you have to use a fullback. Of course, sometimes you have to use a centre-back. But most of the time, you can get away with not pulling those players out of position and pulling a CDM or a winger back to support that player instead. So, again, I can only apologise. It is a really difficult thing to show. But if you just get used to defending with your CDMs, I guarantee it will help you a lot. Obviously, it won't stop you conceding entirely. The sad thing about Ultimate is you can defend absolutely perfectly and you will still concede goals, especially this year with how broken the time shooting is at the moment. And the AI, if you don't know, hit perfectly timed green shots every single time. That is why you get absolute thunderbolts from the middle of nowhere. But these are the best tips we've got so far for defending. And this is towards the end of the game now. Me and my partner, we've got our 5 goals. You can always try and get your corners and you can try and get points in other ways. If you don't know exactly how you get points in squad battles, I made a video covering every single way that you can get the maximum points per game. But right now, we're satisfied with what we've done. We're 5-0 up and we just decided to kill time. And this is a very important tip for Ultimate as well. If you're trying to maximize your points, keeping that clean sheet is huge. And the easiest way to do that is just to pass it around the back. It's boring, absolutely. Last year there was glitches that could help you do this without having to pass it around the back. But if you're struggling, you know, like we are at times to keep our clean sheets, but you've managed to get one, then just pass it around the back and save yourself the aggravation of trying to do it any other way. And make sure you keep a clean sheet, because on Ultimate, that clean sheet bonus is 250 points. That is huge. And one last thing I want to say, lads, is that Ultimate difficulty is very hard. If you're watching this video and you try and implement the things that I've suggested in it and you can't do it, please don't have a go at me in the comments. This stuff works. I do it week in and week out and have done for the past 2 years. The truth is, not everyone is good enough to play on Ultimate difficulty. I can tell you every single thing in the world about how to do it, but not everybody is going to be good enough to implement it. I'm not saying that to be a dickhead. I'm just saying that because it's the truth, you know? And sometimes when I make these tips videos, I get a lot of hate because apparently the tips don't work. But they do. It's just that sadly not everybody is going to be good enough to do them. Anyway, boys, that is going to do it from me. Thank you so much for watching the video. I might do an update on this when there's been more patches and changes to the game, so that if anything changes, I can get that information to you guys. But I just wanted to let you see this game finish as well, because this was a harder team on full chemistry, and I think we got more points for this one than the last game. Let's check. So 5-0 win, and yeah, nearly 3,400 points. That is massive. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, boys. Any questions, leave them down below. I'll try and help you out the best I can. Sorry if this video is a bit messy. Again, this stuff can be really hard to show. And I will see you boys again in the next one. Cheers, boys.